Let's level up your language and your leadership so you can be more successful at work. I'm Sue with Carmine Media. I'm an executive coach and leadership specialist that works with women to help them level up their language and their leadership so they can be more successful at work. Leadership is the ability to inspire others to work toward a common goal, to inspire others to create because they want to do it, not because someone is threatening them. Leadership means creating vision, taking accountability, and shaping your team's success. Leadership requires strong communication skills, ethical behavior, emotional intelligence, and the commitment to succeed. Using language that is unclear, or if you're beating around the bush, or even negative language can leave your team confused and demotivated, and you don't want to do that. So let's talk about how to use positive language, some substitutions that you can use easily in your language that will help you with your team's morale and success. We often use the word but to connect two statements, and that means a contrasting thought between the two statements. The word but can negate the statement before it, making what you just said pretty much useless. Using the word and connects the two statements in a way that leaves the negativity out. You validated what the person said, and you're adding another thought. It can still be the same thought. It's expressed differently, and it's received differently. Someone proposes an idea that requires weekend work. You say, that's a really great idea, but the team doesn't work on Saturdays. Here's the one change you're going to make. That's a really great idea, and the team doesn't work on Saturdays, so let's figure out another solution. Let's try this next example. You're doing a great job, but I think you could do even better. You're doing a great job, and I think you can do even better. See how that works? Now I want you to practice using and instead of but in your communications, and let me know how it goes. Sometimes the way we word things can accidentally make people defensive. And here's what I mean. Let me show you an example of using what instead of why. When you're asking a question, you might be tempted to say, why did you do X, Y, Z? That's going to make the other person feel, oh, I'm being attacked. Now I've got to explain myself, and I'm in a position where I feel defensive. If you change why to what, now you're expressing curiosity, and it works completely differently. So why did you do that? You could say, what was the thinking process behind your decision-making here? Why did you make that decision? What caused you to make that decision? Why is this making you so nervous? What about this situation is making you nervous? Those two statements are very similar, but one creates a sense of defensiveness, and the other one makes you feel like the person is genuinely curious about you. Using what instead of why is a simple change that I want you to try and make. See what happens and let me know. Here's another easy change that I'm going to recommend. When someone says something that you already know, the temptation is to say, yeah, I know. Now you've had people say, I know to you, and you know what it feels like. It feels like they're dismissing you. They already know that, so you didn't add any value. It makes them look like a know-it-all. You don't want to look like a know-it-all. Here's an easy change that will make that go away. Instead of saying, I know, the next time someone says something that you already know, you're going to say, you're right. That small change means you're acknowledging their input and you value their contribution, and you're also acknowledging that you did know and that the two of you agree. If you didn't know the information, you're also acknowledging their contribution in a way that you are allowing yourself to learn and grow. Leaders need to build trust. That's the most important thing you can do as a leader with your team. If they don't trust you, they won't follow you. Saying you're right helps build that trust. Let me show you some examples in the workplace. Someone makes a suggestion. You're right. Let's consider that suggestion. How about at home with your friends? You're right. The weather forecast does call for rain. By acknowledging the other person's contribution, by saying you're right instead of I know, you're creating trust, you're letting them add value, and you're building a bridge with the other person. See how easy those 3 suggestions were? They're simple changes that you can make in your language that will help you be a better leader. And there's a lot more. I've written a book called Leadership Linguistics, How the Words You Use Make a Powerful Impact on Your Leadership. And I encourage you to check it out. I'll put the link right here in the description, and I hope the book really helps you with your leadership language. Very simple, easy things that you can implement today. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel so you're notified when I produce the next one. Thank you for being here, and I can't wait to talk to you again.